haven't changed. You just think you have.
Seriously, nobody cares about Stellar Blade? Really, you gaming journalists?
This is Forkball. Do you read?
Chris here. I read you, sir.
Are you all right? Where are you?
The interference here killed our signals. We're at Valkoinen Mock Airport.
Damn it. It's all a setup.
What do you mean?
I sent Jill and Parker to the Mediterranean on faulty intel, and now I've lost contact with them. I haven't heard from them since.
How? What's going on?
Chris, you better look at this.
It's impossible.
Now with Stellar Blade is already approaching closer, you guys have to know that video game journalists, well, they're probably gonna find any excuse under the sun just to virtue signaling and to downgrade this game. Not every video game journalists are good source. Well, some of them are good, some of them are not. Like, for example, IGN, Kotaku, and etc. Let's see this article from The Gamers. Well, yeah, Gamers. And this is the one thing that, and if you don't know who this is, Stacey Henley, let's see what she looks like. Yeah, editor-in-chief. Well, surprisingly, which I know this, I'm not gonna be too surprised. And she hates Stellar Blade. Yeah, of course you hate it. You enjoyed the demo. I'm looking forward to the game. However, the way things are going, you guys are making it embarrassing to like Stellar Blade. Since when? Okay, before that, since when are we making things embarrassing? This is what, oh my god, I have a loss for words of this. I mean, no wonder people don't take you seriously. Don't take your video game journalists seriously. You guys are not journalists, you are activists masquerading as journalists. I know some people have credited or perhaps unbiased reporters, but right now there's nothing. Yes, there are some, but right now the most people are now shoving those talented writers, talented reporters in favor of activists. Let's see what she has to say. I've written about protagonist Eve a couple of times for a few weeks. Firstly, before cuts such a divisive figure to say that it's cool to see a video game character like Eve in the world, then again to ask the rest of you to calm down and stop making it weird. Yes, Eve is hot. No, I don't have a problem with it. Why do I have a problem with everyone talking about unnecessary? I don't even know what kind of word is that. Not only was Eve hotness the game's sole selling point, but if celebrity hotness is a staunch act of political defiance rather than simply liking hot women. Okay, doesn't care how hot she is. Okay, we have hot women on screen all the time. I know you have that too close picture of Submarine Alloy Mary Jane smiling ready to go to counter this, but those same game features, Talana and Black Cat, the argument here is that Eve is sexier rather than just hot with her skin tight jiggle physics, but I'm actually not sure Eve is that sexy because she is way too docile? Okay, Stacy, do you even look at the demo? Look, if I have a footage of that demo from other creators, I will credit them and I'll put this in the screen.
I get so carried away. I'm so naughty. Oh, hello, Taki.
Taki?
Boing.
Eve, are you alright?
I am now.
This place is dangerous.
With all the explosions going on in the background, I would never have thought that, actually. Can we hold that moment? Oh, just missed it. Never mind. Oh, can get two black eyes with those things.
Take a look, Kung Fu Hot Dog have already made a video on a demo. I think he played it. Guess what? Even he likes it. The way she healed herself, or perhaps the way Eve is now suiting up, that's attractive. And no, it's not creepy. I mean, don't forget, the majority of video game or perhaps gamers are male. I mean, women make like what, third of that? I don't know. But then again, women, the most games they play were mostly match 3. They don't play games like Stellar Blade. I mean, if there are, the percentage is what? Small. And no, there's no such thing as modern audience, okay? No. There's no such thing. It's just the audience. Back before Stellar Blade was in the conversation, I wrote about how gaming need to embrace raushiness again and do it without resorting to culture war mudslinging too. My example at the time were Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw and Bayonetta from, well, you figured it out, of course, screw you. Both of these characters are playful with sex appeal in their design and understand what they are wearing, Eve just stands there. The pose she makes when sliding down the ladder is the only recognition she is a hot girl doing hot girl things, and the rest of the time her behavior is no different than if she's wearing jeans or a t-shirt, military fatigues, or potato sack. Eve is too much of a wallflower for me to care. Why do you even care, Stacy? I understand the base of human reaction to an objective, attractive character wearing revealing clothes, but again, we aren't short of hot people. Despite what some argue, games are still full of them. Movies are full of them. Our headphones are full of them. They live in our phones, dense for our amusement. We have access to explicit material as a society. A character staring into the void without a thought in her head is no more compelling just because she has a large butt. And here's the question, why aren't we talking about Stellar Blade's gameplay? Okay, before we continue that, Stacy, do you even see the demo? I mean, I haven't exactly seen it. I've seen it on YouTube. I don't have a PS5. Look, even though I don't have a PS5, I'm still gonna talk about it. I'm gonna promote it, and who knows, one of my viewers, which I had to assume some of you who are watching this, have a PS5. I'm probably certain you are anxious to play this. Maybe you want to know what my opinion is. And another thing, look at the Twitter. People are going to be, let's just say, the demo is probably going to trigger, well, some parts of the demo is going to trigger many woke idiots, so that, well, you guys get a ping. Oh, I can't wait. Now, of course, we could be talking about things besides how Eve looks. This ultimately is how the game will be judged and reviewed by critics, as well as how wider public will engage with it. Hotness is in everything. That's why Denise Richard doesn't have an Oscar. So what, you're comparing this person to Denise Richard? Stellar Blade's gameplay is fast, frantic. Here, she is far more agency than in her outfit selection. The hyper-stylized combat should be real. Talking point, cool and unique. It has always been the air on Xbox cult hit. Well, I don't want to know about that. The scale of the battles, even in the demo, suggests colossal epic awaits in the full game, but you can't see her butt, so who cares? Idiot, the people who are playing the game, male gamers, they care. Why do you care anyway? There is a danger games like these can be repetitive, and it feels as though the games is going to keep you going by constantly upping the ante of its encounter than in changing Eve. The feisty kick-based combat doesn't lend itself to an arsenal of unlockable weapons after all. That can work, especially if the battles continue to grow in scale, but it doesn't add more pressure than simply upgrading Eve each time with tacked on RPG element. Then again, it's not taking the easy way out. Maybe Shift Up have managed to create something far more interesting. These are the sorts of things we should be talking about. We know Eve has been hot for a while now. It doesn't bode well that this is still all we can talk about. When the game launches at the end of this month, it will take more than jiggle physics and entire imagery of the eyes of games journalists to make Stellar Blade a success. Yeah. Really? That's your biggest talking point? Okay, first off, you guys are tourists. You know what, I think what Shift Up should do, let the content creator have it first and then give it to the video game journalist. See, this is the problem. I mean, take a look what happened with Suicide Squad. Video game journalists and content creators were denied review codes because there was something shady behind it. So, what I recommend this time, give to the audience first. Let the audience play that game and then give it to the gaming journal, because this is how I think it should go. I know it's not going to work, probably going to go the opposite way, but look, this is the only way. And we all know that video game journalists is not going to rate this. They're probably going to give it like what, a 5 or a 6? Because they think this is not for modern audience. I think to the developers at Shift Up, I recommend you give it to the players, to the audience, or perhaps give it to content creators and let them be the judge first, and then give it to the video game journalists.
What? Where?
Jill?
Parker.
Where are you?
I don't know. A room, I think. Somewhere on the ship.
Damn it. Bastard took all my weapons.
Can you reach HQ?
No, comms are as it seems. We should regroup.
If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. What do you guys think?